Ferruccio Lamborghini was a man of great ambition. Born in Italy in 1916, his parents were grape farmers. Ferruccio, however, was more interested in mechanics. He loved tinkering with engines from a young age. This passion for machines would shape his entire life. He studied mechanical engineering and gained valuable experience. His understanding of engines and mechanics was quite profound. He knew how things worked and how to make them better. This skill would soon make him a wealthy man, long before cars. After World War II, Italy needed to rebuild. Agriculture was very important for the country's recovery. Ferruccio saw a big opportunity in this sector. He started building tractors using parts from old military vehicles. His tractors were powerful and reliable. Farmers loved them, and his business grew quickly. Lamborghini Trattori became a very successful company. Ferruccio became known as the Tractor King. He was a symbol of Italian post-war ingenuity and hard work. He understood the needs of his customers and delivered quality. With his success, Ferruccio Lamborghini could afford many luxuries. He owned several fast and expensive sports cars. These included Ferraris, Maseratis, and Alfa Romeos. He enjoyed driving them, but he was also a keen engineer. He often found faults with these magnificent machines. He believed they could be improved. He thought they were too noisy or not comfortable enough for road use. He felt their clutches were often problematic. He was not just a passive owner, he was an active critic. Ferruccio was never one to shy away from a challenge. He had built a tractor empire from almost nothing. He was confident in his engineering abilities. He believed he could build a better sports car. A car that was not just fast but also refined and reliable. A car that would be superior to those made by established names. This bold idea was the first step towards creating Automobili Lamborghini. It was a dream fueled by his mechanical knowledge and his dissatisfaction with the era's supercars. His vision was clear: to create the perfect Grand Tourer. The story of Lamborghini's automotive beginnings is legendary. It famously involves Enzo Ferrari, the founder of Ferrari. Ferruccio Lamborghini owned several Ferrari cars. He liked their performance but often had issues with their reliability. Specifically, he found the clutches on his Ferraris would break easily. He felt they were under-engineered for the power the cars produced. He also thought Ferrari cars were too noisy and not refined enough for a true gentleman driver. He believed they were more like repurposed race cars than comfortable road machines. Ferruccio, being a skilled mechanic and industrialist, decided to address these issues. He tried to discuss his concerns with Enzo Ferrari. The legend says Ferruccio went to meet Enzo. He wanted to offer suggestions for improving Ferrari cars. Enzo Ferrari, however, was known for his proud and somewhat dismissive nature. He reportedly told Ferruccio to stick to building tractors. He said Ferruccio did not know anything about sports cars. This dismissal deeply offended Ferruccio Lamborghini. It was a turning point. This legendary encounter, whether entirely accurate or slightly embellished over time, ignited a fire in Ferruccio. He was a proud and successful man. He was not used to being dismissed so lightly. He decided then and there to build his own sports cars. He would show Enzo Ferrari and the world what he was capable of achieving. His goal was not just to build cars, but to build better cars than Ferrari. This personal challenge became the driving force behind Automobili Lamborghini. The raging bull was ready to challenge the prancing horse. So, in 1963, Ferruccio Lamborghini founded Automobili Lamborghini SPA. He established his factory in Sant'Agata Bolognese. This location was not far from Ferrari's home in Maranello. This proximity was no coincidence, it was a clear statement of intent. He hired talented engineers including Giotto Bizzarini, who had previously worked for Ferrari. Bizzarini was tasked with designing a powerful V12 engine. Ferruccio was determined to create a Grand Tourer that would be the envy of the automotive world, combining performance with luxury and reliability. With his company established, Ferruccio Lamborghini was ready to make his mark. He did not want to create a raw, track-focused machine initially. His first vision was for a sophisticated and powerful grand touring car. This car would be comfortable for long journeys yet incredibly fast. It needed to embody Italian style and engineering excellence. The very first Lamborghini prototype was the 350 GTV. It was unveiled at the Turin Motor Show in 1963. The car showcased a striking design and a promising new V12 engine. The 350 GTV was a concept, a bold statement. However, Ferruccio felt it needed refinement before production. The design was by Franco Scaglione, and it was quite futuristic. The engine, designed by Giotto Bizzarini, was a 3.5-liter V12. It was a true masterpiece, capable of high revs and impressive power. Ferruccio, however, wanted the production engine to be more durable and suitable for road use. He had Bizzarini's race-oriented design detuned slightly for increased longevity and smoother power delivery. This focus on usability was key for Ferruccio. The production version, the Lamborghini 350 GT, was launched in 1964. It was a more elegant and refined car than the GTV prototype. Carrozzeria Touring supervised the redesign of the body. The 350 GT featured a beautiful aluminum body and a luxurious interior. Its V12 engine produced around 280 horsepower. This was very impressive for the time. The car was well received by critics and the public. It demonstrated that Lamborghini was a serious contender in the high-performance car market. It was a clear sign of Ferruccio's intent. The 350 GT was followed by the 400 GT and the 400 GT 2+2. These models offered more power and, in the case of the 2+2, more space. The 400 GT featured an enlarged 4.0-liter V12 engine. This engine provided a significant boost in performance. The 2+2 version added small rear seats, making it more practical. These early Grand Tourers established Lamborghini's reputation. They were fast, stylish, and well-engineered. They were exactly what Ferruccio Lamborghini had set out to build. They laid a strong foundation for the incredible supercars that would follow. While the 350 GT and 400 GT were successful, Lamborghini was about to shock the world. In 1966, the company unveiled the Lamborghini Miura. This car was not just an evolution, it was a revolution. The Miura is widely considered to be the world's first true supercar. Its design and engineering were groundbreaking. It featured a mid-mounted V12 engine. This layout was common in race cars but radical for a road car at the time. The engine was mounted transversely, meaning sideways, behind the passengers. This helped with weight distribution and handling. The Miura's stunning body was designed by Marcello Gandini at Bertone. Gandini was a young and incredibly talented designer. His work on the Miura was breathtaking. The car was low, wide, and incredibly sleek. It had beautiful curves and a very aggressive stance. The headlights had distinctive eyelashes when retracted. The Miura looked like nothing else on the road. It instantly made other sports cars look old-fashioned. It was a masterpiece of automotive design, a rolling sculpture that oozed speed and excitement even when stationary. The Miura was not just about looks, it was also incredibly fast. The 3.9-liter V12 engine, now mounted in the middle, produced around 350 horsepower. This propelled the lightweight Miura to incredible speeds. It was one of the fastest production cars in the world. Driving a Miura was an exhilarating experience. The sound of the V12 engine right behind your head was intoxicating. The car demanded respect from its driver. It was a raw and visceral machine that captured the imagination of car enthusiasts everywhere. Ferruccio initially had reservations about such a car, but its success was undeniable. The Miura became an instant icon. It was desired by celebrities, royalty, and wealthy enthusiasts. Frank Sinatra famously owned one. The car cemented Lamborghini's reputation as a builder of extreme and desirable sports cars. It also set a new benchmark for high-performance vehicles. The mid-engine layout became the standard for supercars for decades to come. The Miura was produced until 1973, with later versions like the Miura S and Miura SV offering even more power and refinements. Its legacy is immense, a true game-changer in automotive history. Section 5. Countach shock, the wedge that conquered walls and hearts. Just as the world was getting used to the Miura's brilliance, Lamborghini prepared another shock. In 1971 at the Geneva Motor Show, they unveiled the LP 500 prototype. This car would eventually become the legendary Lamborghini Countach. If the Miura was beautiful and sensual, the Countach was aggressive and outrageous. Designed again by Marcello Gandini at Bertone, it was a complete departure from the Miura's flowing lines. The Countach was all sharp angles, flat panels, and a dramatic wedge shape. It looked like a spaceship. The Countach featured iconic scissor doors. These doors opened upwards and forwards. This was a highly distinctive feature that became a Lamborghini trademark. The car was incredibly low and wide. Its aggressive styling was unlike anything seen before. The name Countach itself is an exclamation of astonishment in the Piedmontese dialect. It perfectly captured the reaction most people had when they first saw the car. The prototype was painted bright yellow, adding to its visual impact. It was a statement of pure automotive drama. The production version of the Countach, the LP400, arrived in 1974. It retained much of the prototype's radical design. The engine was a 4.0-liter V12 mounted longitudinally in the middle. This was different from the Miura's transverse layout. The LP400 was incredibly fast and handled well for its time. However, visibility was poor, and it was a challenging car to drive in city traffic. But these practical drawbacks did little to diminish its appeal. The Countach was all about extreme performance and head-turning looks. The Countach remained in production for an astonishing 16 years, until 1990. Over its lifespan, it evolved through several versions. These included the LP400S, the LP500S, the 5000 Quattrovalvole, and the 25th Anniversary Edition. Each new version brought more power, wider wheel arches, and often large rear wings. These additions made the Countach look even more extreme. It became the ultimate poster car for a generation. Its influence on car design and popular culture was immense. The Countach is still a symbol of 1970s and 1980s automotive excess. Section 6. Power and Evolution, Diablo, Murcielago, and the mighty Aventador. Following the long and successful reign of the Countach, Lamborghini needed a worthy successor. In 1990, the Lamborghini Diablo was launched. The name Diablo means devil in Spanish, continuing the bullfighting theme. The Diablo was designed to be the fastest production car in the world. Its styling, initially by Marcello Gandini, was later softened slightly by Chrysler designers after they acquired Lamborghini. It retained the classic Lamborghini wedge shape and scissor doors. It was, however, a more refined and somewhat more practical car than the Countach. The Diablo was powered by a mighty 5.7-liter V12 engine. This engine initially produced around 485 horsepower. It could propel the Diablo to speeds over 200 miles per hour, or 320 kilometers per hour. Over its production run, which lasted until 2001, the Diablo saw many improvements. All-wheel drive versions called VT for viscous traction were introduced. These helped to manage the car's immense power. More powerful versions like the Diablo SV or Super Veloce and the track-focused Diablo GT were also released. The Diablo successfully carried the Lamborghini torch into the new millennium. In 2001, under Audi's ownership, Lamborghini launched the Murcielago. The name Murcielago refers to a legendary fighting bull. The Murcielago was the first all-new Lamborghini in over a decade. Its design, by Luc Donkervalk, was modern yet unmistakably Lamborghini. It featured cleaner lines than the Diablo but retained the aggressive stance and scissor doors. The Murcielago was powered by a new 6.2-liter V12 engine, which later grew to 6.5 liters. It offered incredible performance and improved drivability thanks to standard all-wheel drive. The Murcielago was followed in 2011 by the Lamborghini Aventador. The Aventador represented another significant leap forward. It featured a brand new 6.5-liter V12 engine. It also had a lightweight carbon fiber monocoque chassis. This resulted in a stiffer structure and lower weight. The Aventador's styling was even more aggressive, inspired by modern fighter jets. Models like the Aventador S, SV, and the Ultimate SVJ pushed performance boundaries even further. The Aventador continued Lamborghini's tradition of producing jaw-dropping V12 flagships. It became a symbol of modern supercar excellence before its production ended in 2022. Section 7. Designing Desire Lamborghini's impact on automotive art. Lamborghini has always been more than just an engineering company, it has been a design powerhouse. From the very beginning, Ferruccio Lamborghini understood the importance of dramatic styling. He wanted his cars to be instantly recognizable and utterly desirable. The Miura, with its sensuous curves and mid-engine layout, set a new standard. It showed that a road car could be as beautiful and exciting as a concept car. Its influence can be seen in many supercars that followed. It truly was a paradigm shift in how performance cars were perceived. The arrival of the Countach took Lamborghini's design influence to another level. Marcello Gandini's wedge design was revolutionary. Its sharp angles and futuristic lines were a complete departure from the rounded shapes of the 1960s. The Countach defined the look of supercars for the 1970s and 80s. Many other manufacturers tried to emulate its aggressive style. The scissor doors became a Lamborghini signature. They added to the drama and exclusivity of the cars. These doors are still a defining feature of Lamborghini's V12 models today, a testament to their enduring appeal. Lamborghini's design philosophy has always emphasized visual drama. Their cars are meant to be showstoppers. They are designed to evoke strong emotions. Think of the bold air intakes, the wide haunches, and the low, menacing stance. These elements combine to create an unmistakable presence. Even the vibrant colors often chosen for Lamborghinis contribute to their impact. Colors like Giallo Orion or Yellow or Verde Ithaca or Green are as much a part of the Lamborghini identity as the V12 engine. They make the cars stand out even more. This commitment to bold and futuristic design continues today. Modern Lamborghinis like the Huracan, Aventador, and Urus all carry the brand's DNA. They feature sharp lines, hexagonal design motifs, and Y-shaped lighting elements. These have become new Lamborghini signatures. The company has consistently pushed the boundaries of automotive design. Lamborghini has proven that cars can be functional pieces of art. Their influence extends beyond the automotive world, impacting fashion, art, and popular culture. They create dreams on wheels. Section 8. Trials and Triumphs, the Bull Weathers the Storms. Lamborghini's history has not always been a smooth ride. The company has faced significant challenges over the years. The 1973 oil crisis had a major impact on sales of high-performance cars. Fuel became expensive and demand for gas-guzzling supercars plummeted. This period was very difficult for Lamborghini. Ferruccio Lamborghini himself, perhaps disillusioned, sold his controlling interest in the company in 1972. He retired from the automotive business, returning his focus to his other ventures, including his winery. The company then went through a series of ownership changes. These changes brought periods of instability. In 1978, Lamborghini declared bankruptcy. The Italian courts took over its management. It was a dark time for the Raging Bull. There were concerns that the company might not survive. However, the brand's strong appeal and the dedication of its workforce helped it endure. The Mimran brothers, Patrick and Jean-Claude, bought the company out of receivership in 1980. They invested heavily and helped to revive Lamborghini's fortunes, overseeing much of the Countach's successful run. In 1987, Lamborghini was acquired by Chrysler Corporation. This brought more resources and stability. Under Chrysler, the Diablo was developed and launched. However, Chrysler's ownership was relatively short-lived. In 1994, Lamborghini was sold again, this time to an Indonesian investment group called Megatech. This period was marked by further uncertainty. Despite these ownership shuffles, the engineers and designers at Sant'Agata continued to produce incredible cars. They kept the spirit of Lamborghini alive through dedication and passion for the brand. The most significant turning point came in 1998. Audi AG, a subsidiary of the Volkswagen Group, acquired Lamborghini. This acquisition brought unprecedented financial stability and technical expertise. Audi's investment allowed Lamborghini to develop new models like the Murcielago and Gallardo. The Gallardo, a V10-powered model, became Lamborghini's best-selling car at the time. Under Audi's stewardship, Lamborghini has thrived. Production numbers have increased and the brand has expanded its global reach. It has successfully navigated past storms to achieve new heights of success. Section 9. Into the Future. Lamborghini in the Electric Age. Today, in 2025, Lamborghini stands as one of the world's most iconic and desirable automotive brands. Its current lineup is stronger than ever. The Huracan continues the legacy of the V10 sports car. The Urus Super SUV, launched in 2018, has been a phenomenal success. It has opened up the Lamborghini brand to a new range of customers. The Urus combines Lamborghini performance and design with everyday usability. It has significantly boosted sales and profitability, providing resources for future development of their super sports cars. The V12 flagship lineage, once proudly carried by the Aventador, is now entering a new era. Lamborghini recently unveiled the Revuelto. This is Lamborghini's first series production high-performance electrified vehicle, or HPEV. The Revuelto combines a new naturally aspirated V12 engine with 3 electric motors. This hybrid powertrain delivers over 1,000 horsepower. It offers incredible performance while also reducing emissions. It shows Lamborghini's commitment to embracing new technologies. The challenge is to do so without diluting the core Lamborghini DNA of extreme performance and emotion. Lamborghini has announced a clear roadmap for electrification. This plan is called Direzione Cortari, or Towards Cortari. Cortari is the brightest star in the Taurus constellation, symbolizing the bull. By the end of 2024, Lamborghini aimed to hybridize its entire model range. The next step will be the introduction of a fully electric Lamborghini. This fourth model is expected to arrive later in the decade. The company is investing heavily in research and development. They are exploring sustainable materials and advanced battery technology. The future for Lamborghini looks both exciting and challenging. The transition to electric power is a big shift for a brand known for its roaring V12 engines. However, Lamborghini has always been about innovation and pushing boundaries. The goal is to create electric cars that are unmistakably Lamborghini. They must deliver the same level of performance, emotion, and design that customers expect. As Lamborghini moves towards this electric future, it aims to keep the raging bull spirit alive. It will continue to build dreams that are fast, beautiful, and undeniably Italian.